All right, everybody, I just wanted to go over hyperlinks and navigation. There's two different types of links we're going to go over today, absolute and relative links. And then we're going to look at what a semantic navigation is. And semantic just means that the tag is what it sounds like. Like a footer tag is for a footer, or a header tag is for the header. So semantic means that the word describes actually what the tag is, okay? So navigation, our nav tag is going to help us with navigation. So let's go ahead. All right, so first we need to think about why are hyperlinks so important. First, hyperlinks connect different web pages within a website. So if you think about a website, like across the top, you have links to get you to other parts of the website, like the about page or the contact page or like the product page. So those links within a website are ways that you can go back and forth to different pages in the website. Second, it allows users to navigate easily. So you can go to one part of the website to the other with the links. They also link to external resources and references, so you can link to other websites that are not your websites. And they improve websites' usability and accessibility because now we can link on things and we're not just stuck on one site. Okay? So without hyperlinks, users would have to type in every URL manually. So just think about that. Every time you wanted to jump to somewhere else, you have to actually physically type in the address bar where you want to go to instead of clicking on the link. So that's why hyperlinks makes it more usable, okay, your website. Because all you have to do is click. So like I said, there are two types of hyperlinks. The first type is an absolute link. An absolute link directly is a direct URL to an external website. So an example is this link right here, and it's going to www.google.com. So anytime you see something like going to www.com, going to another website, that is an absolute link, okay? The second type of link is a relative link. Relative links link your web page within the same website. So we're linking a page that's in the same website. So that would be like this, about.html. So it's a link to another web page that we made. All right, so the difference, and that's a relative link. Okay. So question, when would you want to use each type of link? Once again, the answer, the absolute link, when you want to go to a website that's outside of yours. And then the relative link is when you're trying to link a page to your website to keep it internal. Okay. All right. So here's an example of the code for absolute and relative links. So you start with the A for anchor, href, H stands for hyperlink, and then the ref is reference. So you have your href attribute, and then you have your value. For this one, it's going to wikipedia.org. So it's going to another website. Then we have target underscore blank because we wanted to open up in a separate tab. All right, when you do target underscore blank, it's going to open up in a separate tab. Then we have the words visit Wikipedia, which is our actual text that we're going to click on. And then we have our closing anchor tag. So this is an absolute link because it's going to another website. Then we have our relative link. This link is just going to a page that we already made. So we still have the A and the href, but our link now is going to a .html. So that's a file that we made. So that's a relative link. All right, and it's going to the contact us page, and there's your closing. So absolute links are used for external sites. Relative links are used for internal navigation, where you're trying to just go within your own website. So structuring a navigation page, best practices, we're going to use the nav tag for semantic clarity. So we're going to use nav. This is when we were trying to make a menu at the top of our page to get so people can jump from one part of the page to the next part of the page. So our navigation menu, right? We're going to include descriptive link text, and we're going to keep navigation consistent so everything looks the same. So here's an example. See if I can move this out of the way. Here we go. Here's an example of the code. So we start with the open nav, and then we have the closing nav, and then in between we have our links to our different parts of the page. So we have a link to the index page, and that's our home page. We have a link to the about page. We call the page about.html, and then we have the word about, and then we have the links to service and services and contact and contact. So these are just all links, and they're all internal links because we have that .html. So these are all relative links, okay? All right, so let's look at this navigations over here. We have some problems, we have some errors. Can we figure out what the error is? We have the open nav and the close nav. We have the href. That looks fine. Then we have another one going to about. Of course, this one is missing a lot of things, right? We have this one. That one looks okay. Open. Then we have this one. Contact. Missing something right here. We're missing a closing angle bracket, right? Boom, right there. And then nav close. So right here, we're missing that href and that whole entire attribute with the value. All right. All right, so summary and key takeaways. Hyperlinks allow navigation within and outside a website. Absolute links point to external websites. Relative links point to internal, within a website. We use nav to create a structured menu.